Russia has an unstoppable momentum, as they captured 3 villages. It's day 731 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from the Avdiivka sector. As I reported in my previous report, after the capture of the Avdiivka, Russian forces are performing operations to expand the buffer zone around the city. Sources say, main focus of Russians is to capture this Berdichi-Toniki line. As you already know, Russian forces have been trying to take settlements like Stepova and Siverny for many months. However, it has proven extremely difficult for them to advance, as Ukrainian forces were giving absolutely everything to stop them. But after the capture of the city, situation has changed. They can now attack these settlements from multiple directions, which they were not able to do before. Starting first from Siverny. Before the capture of the city, Russian forces were trying to capture the settlement from Vadiane. However, due to strong support from Toniki and the 9th Corps, most of the Russian attacks were repelled. Now, as the Russian forces hold the 9th Corps, they started attacking Siverny from multiple directions, and the advantage became apparent. Russian sources reported that their forces were able to push Ukrainian forces back to Toniki and fully captured this settlement. Now they will be advancing towards Toniki and will also try to advance northwards. Now at Lastikina, there was an interesting situation. Last time we saw how Russian forces captured this small section of tree line, as they were trying to cut the last road to the city. Now, after the city fell, most of the elite Ukrainian brigade retreated to this settlement. So up until now they were providing intense resistance to the Russian forces. As a result, a couple of Russian attacks suffered losses. But after the capture of these fields, they started attacking it from multiple directions. It is reported by several Russian sources that their forces were able to fully capture Lastikina after pushing Ukrainian forces back. In addition, Russian forces started a new operation from the coke plant. Reports says they started attacking along the Orlivka road and took this area under their control. As you can see, Russian forces are advancing on this Ukrainian line from 4 axes. The 4th axis is Stepova. We have seen this settlement change hands many times in the Avdiivka operation. However, up until now, Ukraine's 47th Brigade was able to keep it under their control. To be honest, this Ukrainian brigade did an incredible job at keeping Russians at bay. However, this was about to change. Russian forces in past days resumed their operation on the settlement. But this time they were able to storm it from several directions. They also mined the rear of the Ukrainian forces to prevent reinforcements from coming. As a result, the Ukrainian unit sent an Abram mine-clearing vehicle to the settlement. In a recent video shared by Russian sources, we can see them destroying this scarce equipment for the first time. Today it was reported that Russian forces at last were able to take full control of Stepova. Soon after, we saw for the first time an Abram tank firing at Russian positions in the village from Berdichi Road, which indirectly confirmed the capture. As you can see, if Russia keeps up their momentum, then in coming weeks we might see big movement on this front. Now moving to Chasiv Yar. For past many reports, I have kept reporting about the upcoming Russian push on Ivanivske from multiple directions. And it seems like first stage of the operation has started. After intense shelling, Russian forces started attacking the village from the east. Today it was reported that they were able to break through the Ukrainian defense at the outskirts and took this area under their control. Tens of houses on Sadova Street were captured by Russian forces. So for the first time, Russians were able to enter the village. At the northern flank, Russian forces are storming the Ukrainian stronghold located here. In addition, there are reports that Ukrainian armed forces are sending reinforcements in this direction. Several units with Western equipment were spotted according to the Russian sources. However, Russian paratroopers are totally aware of the situation. In fact, they have started targeting this equipment with Lancet and FPV drones. Russian sources have shared several videos of the strikes. In the upcoming video, I will cover the Russian advance in Robotyne direction. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.